Welcome to Escaping Purgatory, a podcast where we rewatch Supernatural, then talk it through in the hopes we can finally escape this show.
Join us each week and leave comments on upcoming episodes, and together we can escape supernatural purgatory.
Well, hello.
Oi, oi. But a bit different for both of us this time, apparently. This episode, season 7, episode 22, where usually this would be the season finale.
Yeah.
Season 7 and onwards, apart from, I think, maybe one more, there were 23 episodes. So,
it's long.
More content for you.
It feels long. Like,
it does. I was thinking about this just before we started recording. If it was 22 episodes, what episode would you get rid of? And I can't even think of what it would be. Maybe we say we come back to this for the recap of the season.
Yeah.
Have a think about it.
I'll have a full think about it. I'll go recap the whole season, because there's definitely one.
There's got to be one.
There's got to be one. Yeah. For sure.
Because this episode, it was fine. Seeing Rick Worthy again, good, loved it. Don't like how he's a creepy dude vampire that likes children. And then there was one line, so I didn't always pay attention to the credits that show.
Yeah.
So I didn't know who wrote this episode. So yes, season 7, episode 22, There Will Be Blood, written by Andrew Dabb and Daniel Loflin. And the moment that Sam and Dean says something about he hasn't done something since he found this the skin rag, I was like, and then the way that Sam responds to that of being like, oh, Anna Nicole, and they're like, oh yeah, Anna Nicole, and they're like bonding over porn. I'm like, what? Yeah. I literally paused it. I was like, this is Andrew Dabb. This is Andrew Dabb.
It's Andrew Dabb. I know.
Yeah. And then I absolutely hate the way that Andrew Dabb writes virgins.
Oh yeah.
He writes virgins as little girls, as women, women as little girls.
Yeah. It was
there was no need for that girl to be there was no need for her to be dressed the way that she was in her introduction in that room, being childlike. And I want someone to explain to me in terms of vampire lore what the difference between vampire blood, virgin blood, and somebody else's blood, because having sex doesn't change your blood.
Oh, it's wild.
I want somebody to write a story where a vampire is diabetic or something, and he's like, I need diabetic blood because I need the sweetness of it.
Oh yeah.
But no.
I think it does come from the OG Dracula, I feel. I think. Maybe it doesn't. I'm not up on my vampire lore. I should be more up on it.
But I mean, we see that in other things that virgin blood is needed for X and such spell.
Yeah.
But it's it doesn't change your blood chemistry to have sex. Unless it's I don't know. But I feel even if you don't have sex, you know what arousal is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even that is
hormonal. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all purity politics.
It is.
I could talk all day about purity politics. I don't know, because if you're no longer a virgin, you are corrupted, right? So it affects your soul's purity. So therefore, your blood. I don't know. I don't believe that, by the way. This is just what.
Oh no, God,
yeah.
no.
God, no.
And what's so funny is that now you could find so many older virgins, and they'd all be men. Not really, but they'd all be men. Just go get one of them.
They have. I feel they have done that before in movies. I can't remember what movie. My brain is an absolute sieve today, so good luck on any references from me for anything.
I don't think there are many in this one.
No. I don't know. I feel there was a choice made to make the alpha vampire kind of creepy in that regard. Because one, like, for why. I guess so they could do like the bait trap with Emily. Is that her name? I feel like that's her name. But it didn't have to be so creepy and weird. I don't know. Oh, it gave me the ick.
It did. Yeah. I didn't appreciate that, like, he also was resistant to giving up the second child.
Yes.
Like, that felt unnecessary. I mean, it's obviously in character because he doesn't want to give up anything, but like, that Supernatural drops like lore from characters all the time.
Yeah.
And like, when Steen became a vampire, we saw the like twins, right? The two twin girls. That could have just been a Shining reference and like nobody would have cared.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
but they decided to carry it on through this, and like, I feel really bad for Rick Worthy because he had to act like he wanted these children. Like, I feel like that's really unfair.
Because I guess because I actually have talked to him at conventions and things, and he's just like a really nice guy. Right. It is kind of like I think that's what actually made this worse in some way. And there were some good bits in this episode too.
Yeah. No,
and again, I kind of knew this was Andrew Dabb and Daniel Loflin because there were two like fourth wall breaking moments in this episode too. And they love that. They just love a little like wink to the camera.
They do. One of them made sense though, I will say that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's third wall breaking in a fifth dimension. I don't know,
I know
how
what you
would even do that.
What you mean. That's the one that made sense. Yeah, I do love I love them both. I love a little fourth wall breaking. Like, I love it. It's fun, and but it has to fit. I think in this case it was fine, but it has to be like you have to give
yeah.
That's what makes it good. Oh.
So. Yeah. Do you want to get into it? I know I've spoken a lot so far. So
no, that's fine. That's enough preamble. Let's do it. I have a few things to say about this episode, I feel, but it gets us where we need to go for the final episode. I feel like I've said that a lot this season. It's an episode that gets us where we need to go.
It definitely is. Like, what they accomplished, the things that they accomplished in this episode was one thing.
Yeah.
It took them all episodes to do this one thing, but then like in this next episode, they're going to find like everything that they need.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
This episode is essentially a lore dump. Like that. Yeah. That could have been spread over multiple episodes. We always say that.
We do.
But it's fine. It all actually flowed okay. It's all right. Yeah. Let's do it. I feel it.
So we have the recap. And it's basically all of the alpha stuff that we saw last season with the Campbells. And I was like, oh, yeah, the Campbells. We forgot all about them.
I completely forgot all about them.
And how Crowley wanted the alphas. So then we see the prison full of monsters and how Cass would go to, quote unquote, kill them. See, one of them gets away. We also get a bit of the Geothrive stuff and Frank's explanation of like who the Leviathan are and how they're taking over the world and doing all their digs and stuff like that. Bobby being a vengeful spirit against Dick.
Yeah.
Kevin's intro as the prophet. We also get the end of that episode with Cass handing over his blood and Edgar turning from the FBI man into himself and kidnapping Kevin.
So many things happened.
Yeah, so many things happened. A lot of things. So then we cut to like an interview with Dick and a woman named Gloria.
Yeah.
And he's just basically talking about like how he's taking over Secret Corp. The companies that they've chosen to name their things, I feel like come straight out of like Monsters Inc.
Oh yeah, you're so right. Actually, they're very on the nose.
Yeah. And you know, Dick is being all smarmy and all this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so she asks, so what's the big recent fascination with big foods? And he goes on to say, like, one word, purity, which I guess is, blood thing too.
Mm-hmm.
We're dialing back the additives to deliver the highest quality all-American product you people deserve. I love the way that Dick talks about humans.
Yeah, it's so
like,
good.
It's so disconnected, but like it's also so true of how some CEOs see people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. As a as a
product,
unit.
Yeah, exactly. And he ends this by saying, like, which is why we're driving whole hog into what keeps America's living longer and tasting better. And as he's saying this like little monologue, it's showing like all these various different people who are just like spaced out watching stuff or in the store and like just eating foods. And Gloria's like, you mean, of course, food will be tasting better. And then this is the first wall break because he looks directly at the camera and says, that's exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
And then it does the splat intro.
It's very good. I was thinking, if they made this season now, I feel like they would be like making people compliant through their phones or something. Like it would link in some way to screen time. Because I remember at this time, like there was a lot of talk about like America's the fattest nation or whatever, and like there was a lot of that around in the news. Whereas I feel now people don't talk about that like that as much, even though like there's crazy additives in American food.
She says that she's drinking an energy drink.
just like the bread, like having sugar in bread is just wild to me.
It's kind of gross. It's not even kind of gross, it is gross. That's one thing I do miss about England. It's just like bread tastes like bread.
Making the bread. So, and I think that's shifted now to like people are spending too much time on their phones and too much screen time. So we would have had the same thing of like people just like staring into space on their phones, which like is regular occurrence. Like this is so bad. I was walking down the street the other day and I was looking at my phone. To be fair, I was getting directions, so it's fine. And then like I literally saw like 3 people in succession just walk past me, but they're all just like looking at their phones too. Awful.
Yeah, they'd be in like social media companies and AI companies. And, yeah, he would look like more like a Mark Zuckerberg character.
Oh yeah, like the sneakers. Yeah. I think the actor who plays Dick Roman's really good. I feel like he got the note of like you're just all teeth all the time.
Yeah. Yes, because he is constantly smiling. Like even threateningly, he's just when he's threatening, he is smiling, and like you never know what's a joke.
Yeah.
when he's being serious.
But again, like CEOs that talk like that. It's wild. Yeah. I thought this was really fun. I thought this was really good. Also, like it is kind of true too that like corn syrup isn't everything that they're talking about, and like maybe it shouldn't be,
Yeah, not everything needs it.
Not everything needs it. Anyway, Supernatural doing very modern takes on things. It still feels relevant now because I think people still talk about like what's in their food and stuff.
Yeah.
So after the title card, they're in the television studio after the interview, and you can see Gloria like outside of this office that Dick is in, just doing TV stuff. So Susan, his personal assistant, who we saw when they like entered that warehouse place before, she's the same woman. And she says, your 11 a.m. is waiting in the conference room. And he's like, thank you. And she just opens a suitcase that she hands him, and it's got the tablet in.
So when this happened, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. Like I literally just saw it in the recap. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, they have kidnapped Kevin, so of course they have the tablet. How did they get that?
I also forgot. And then he talks about putting a replacement order on Gloria. I guess he liked her work. He's like, do we need a rep in mainstream media? And Susan's like, of course. What do we do with the corpse? And he says, cool, Chef I can't say his name.
Fieri.
Fieri. I feel like barbecue.
So does that mean that they've taken over Fieri?
Yeah, I think it does.
That's so funny. So, okay, question.
Yeah.
Would you be complimented that Dick Roman wanted you and his team or not?
I guess you would be.
Yeah, because he takes the best, right? Quote unquote, the best. But then I was thinking about Charlie, like, he couldn't overtake some people because they're too unique. So I don't know.
Like, he can't replace Kevin. I feel like the prophet thing is not a transferable skill. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So maybe you're just good, but not like uniquely good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and with what you're saying with being modern day, they wouldn't be taking over like her.
Mm-hmm.
They would be taking over like Twitch streamers and influencers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, yeah. The thing is, it would have been completely different because there would have also been like a social media campaign of like Leviathans are good or something.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, sacrifice your children to the Leviathans. Be a crunchy parent, literally.
But like, it'll be one of those because you know, like how it's ironic marketing now.
Oh yeah.
Like, it'll be like Leviathan is like a company now. It's not actually like. Yeah, it would be like that rather than like. Oh, yeah. We are actually Leviathan. It's like, no, they're the company Leviathan, and ha 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 ha. It's like, oh god, just cringe.
Oh, it's good. Like, I would like to see a modern take on this. I think it would have been really fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody write that.
Somebody do it. So they go and see Kevin. He's in the conference room, tied to the chair with his mouth taped shut. And Dick
is in fact the 11 o'clock.
He is the 11 o'clock. Dick is doing the same thing he did to Charlie. Like, he's being overly polite and like, you're amazing, and like, it's very corporate speak. Yeah. He is in everything. He shows him the tablet. Yeah, so he shows him the tablet and Kevin's like, no, I'm not doing anything. And so Edgar takes out a knife and we think like Kevin's going to get his fingers taken off or something. But he just lets him free. And even Dick's like, don't scare the boy. Or acting all good cop.
Yeah.
So he does like the load. Like, he basically tells Kevin that he knows everything about him. That he is like really smart, you know, and a prophet. He's like, you know, you'll make the right choice. And he kind of opens a laptop. And it just stays on the desktop screen for now. Mm-hmm. And then he offers him like a letter of recommendation to Princeton, and I was like, surely you could just get him in. But do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess he's not like a relative, so maybe it's a bit more difficult. So maybe the letter is as best as he can do, but at the same time, yeah, he could probably just buy him.
They could just replace the head of admissions at Princeton with a Leviathan to get him. Like, it's so easy. The letter of recommendation is just, I feel like, actually insulting. Like,
he's not trying to scare him, right? He's trying to do things legitimately of like, I'll get you into Princeton how you want to get in with a helping hand.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I don't know.
So Kevin doesn't go for that. And Dick's like, well, you know, I admire your gumption. Let's kick it up a notch. And they have like a live feed of his mother, so Linda Tran, who they've kidnapped. And he's like, no. And Dick just says,
well, I think this negotiation is concluded. You drive a hard bargain, kid.
So Rufus's cabin, we go to see it. Sam and Dean are home. They've made it very homely now. I feel like this is accumulated like more and more stuff.
I feel like it too. But I swear the outside of Rufus's cabin is always different. Like, I don't know if that's really fine. It's Rufus's cabin. Yeah. Whatever.
They're in a cabin. Maybe it's Rufus's cabin. Who knows anymore? Like, I'm not even sure.
It's Rufus cabin number 3.
Yeah. Like, honestly. I don't remember. Yeah. And like the layout inside is different every time too, right?
I feel like it is. Yeah.
Is this a different cabin?
It must be. Like, because I feel like Rufus's cabin has a step up on like main floor, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
It's different every time. I think they're just in different cabins. I I can't put it together in my head, but it's the same place. No.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're doing some heavy research. Like, Sam's on his laptop. Dean's reading a notebook. Oh, yeah, it's the one that Kevin was writing in.
Yeah. I have another issue with Andrew Dabb. He not only does he make these really weird sexual jokes, he also writes them really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's written in the notebook, maybe it isn't obvious, but it feels very obvious as to what ingredients you need.
I thought this too. I was like, are you guys dumb? Like, I thought it was pretty obvious. And it looks like they've been like researching this for days. And I'm like, I feel like I could have figured this out, you know?
Right. It doesn't feel that complicated.
Because it's angel, demon, and then they got purgatory, heaven, hell, purgatory, alphas. Yeah. Like, I don't know. They are not always smart. I feel like Andrew Dabb writes both Sam and Dean like dumber than they are.
Yeah.
Every time. Anyway. Case in point, season 50.
Right, because like we also this is maybe something, a sticking point that will come up next week for why it will feel rushed next week and not not next week but next time, because this is only like the first half of the spell, right?
Yeah,
because they haven't told, like, they talked about cutting the head off of and the body will flounder, but there's more details in it that we're not being told.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we're not being told it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just, it's annoying. They need like a bone. They need some blood. They need to cut their head off. And that is I remember next episode, that's literally just what happens. Like,
okay, so there's not even like there's an incantation or something.
There's not a third, there's not a third, fourth step. There's not a fourth step. There's blood, bone, choppy head. That's it. That's
okay.
Yeah. So, anyway. So yeah, they talk about it, and Dean's like, we agree that their head is dick. And Sam's like, okay. So the bottom line is, we grab the stuff, we mix ourselves a weapon, end of story. Like, you're saying it, Dean. Why are you still talking about it? Why aren't you going and doing the thing? Anyway.
Yeah.
So they talk about, if they kill Dick, are the rest of Leviathan going to die? And they're like, maybe. And Dean says, one problem at a time, which, again, this is the only lead you have. Just follow it. Right.
And like, when has maybe never been enough for them? They do maybe all the time.
All the time. They never know. They were like, oh yeah, let's throw Lucifer into the hole and maybe Sam will escape. Like, like maybe. Yeah. Oh, maybe he'll be able to take control enough to do it. That was literally the whole plan hinged on that. Anyway.
Yeah.
So basically Sam says, it's not a crazy idea to try and figure out what the catch is before we go crashing the gate. And Dean's like, maybe this is the catch, that God's not telling us everything. He's so right. Like, Dean gets God playing games with them. And we see Bobby, like, standing behind the sofa watching them, but not saying anything. Because he's a ghost. Dean goes, we cut to Dean later brushing his teeth in the bathroom. And, like, they do that traditional horror shot of him like spitting in the sink and then looking up, and it's like Bobby is there pretty much. So Bobby says he's feeling like stronger than ever, while you two have been chasing your tails, I've been thinking about that weapon. And Dean's like, oh, maybe you should slow it down, like you don't look so hot. Bobby's like, basically says I'm dead. Like, what is it to look like?
Though he is true though, because like, I don't know if you noticed his clothes, but his clothes are getting more ratty.
Oh, I didn't really notice that, to be fair.
Like, the shirt collar I saw was kind of all like scratched up and stuff, and so like also around like his belt, and I was like, oh,
it's like deteriorating. Yeah. The only way to kill Leviathan is a bone washed with 3 bloods of the fallen. He's like, it's got to be from a human as light and as good as Leviathan, hungry and dark. And they're like, yeah, we don't know how we're going to get that. Be like, okay, we can do the rest. We've got fallen angel blood. Nexus, the ruler from fallen humanity. And he's like, that's Crowley. And then the father of fallen beasts, an alpha. And Dean just goes with this. He's like, yeah, because Bobby's usually right on stuff like this.
Yeah.
But he does say, like, all the alphas are dead. like everyone that they found, they rounded up for Crowley, and then like Cass killed them all in that place. That's definitely the hospital, but like, yeah.
That's also everywhere else, yeah.
Yeah. So Bobby's like, okay, bring Cass in on this. And Dean says Cass isn't exactly in problem-solving mode. Bobby's like, okay, then Crowley. Like, he's really like, he's like us. He's like, take some action. Do something.
Yeah.
Stop sitting around in your pants. Like, and then Bobby gets angry and the mirror cracks behind Dean in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And he just, and he kind of calms himself down and says, I have faith you will figure it out. Like, I'm fine. I just got carried away. Back to Sam, who's watching a Sucre Corp video. It says, here at Sucre Corp, your well-being is our number one priority. Eat well, live well. It's quite a good slogan, to be fair. Mm-hmm. And Dean warns Sam that, like, Bobby is hanging out in the toilet. And it then relays all of the, like, saying he has some ideas about the weapon. And Sam's like, okay, just in time because Dick Roman has bought Sucre Corp.
They make food additives, namely high fructose corn syrup. Well, that crap is it's in just about everything. Soda, sauces, bread.
Don't say pie.
Definitely pie.
Bastards.
So yeah, it's essentially everywhere. And Sam's like, short of, I guess, blowing up their trucks, there's nothing much we can do about it.
What a reference. I keyed it.
I know, like...
Wow. That's a throwback.
It's not that much, yeah. Wild.
Yeah.
So again, we had another cut. There's so much like they're doing this and they're doing this, now they're doing this, that, all in the cabin. They're summoning Crowley. I do love that Mark Sheppard is in this episode, and he's definitely going to be in the next one too, surely.
Yes. Yeah. They need his blood.
Yeah. He goes all like, hello, boys.
That's pretty good, actually.
Thanks. So they summon Crowley. And then back to Kevin. He is translating the tablet, presumably. He's putting it on the laptop for Dick Roman. And Dick's like, you've done well. Princeton will be lucky to have you. And Kevin only cares about his mum. And like Edgar relays, release her, but stress the consequences of talking. Then Dick Roman says to Kevin that he's going to keep him for a little bit longer. And then he says to Edgar, like, you need to go and drop in on an old friend. Yeah. All the wheels are in motion.
Mm-hmm. Do you think, maybe we'll find out next episode, but do you think Kevin translated it word for word, or did he change it? I think he's a 16-year-old kid. He's not gonna change the ingredients or anything like that, I don't think.
I don't think he did. Partly because Edgar's going to go find the alpha vampire, and then later the summoning of Crowley.
True.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But Kevin is smart though, so possibly. You might have to change a few details.
But Sam and Dean essentially did the exact same thing that the Leviathan did. Kidnapped him.
Yeah.
So like, why would he not trust one over the other? Apart from Dick Roman being like creepy.
Yeah.
But you think back to last episode how Dean was treating Kevin. It's not much better than what Dick's doing.
No, and I wouldn't even like blame Kevin for just like siding on the Leviathan after that whole situation. It was they're horrible to Kevin. Poor Kevin deserves so much better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, they've summoned Crowley. They've done it. Crowley says, so that's what all the rumble was about. Who translated it for you? Like, back to the thunder and lightning of the tablet, etc. And Diz goes, you're going to give us the blood or not? So there's clearly been a conversation that they've explained everything that's going on.
Happily. But not quite yet. I'm all for chopping dick, but I can't have you running around with a vial of my blood now, can I? You know the sheer number of nefarious spells my enemies can use that blood for?
And he's like, okay, when then?
Right.
So Crowley's decided that he's going to give them his blood last, after they've got everything else, so that they have it for the least amount of time possible, so they can't do anything else with it.
Yep.
And then he goes on to say, oh, well, the most difficult bit for you is going to be the angel part. You know, giving your role in the apocalypse. I can't imagine the choir boys upstairs are wetting their vestments to do you. Oh, he goes, do you? What's the word? A solid. He should have just left it there.
Yep.
Then he goes, unless you have an angel up your sleeve. Like, he knows.
He knows. He does know.
He wouldn't have mentioned it otherwise.
That's true. Yeah.
And Dean's a terrible liar. Like, his face
would have given it away.
Yeah. He's like, you know, that'd be convenient, but no. Sam just, you know, says we're going to get it, and for him to be ready next time they call. Crowley gives them a tip that there is still an alpha. He's like, on good authority. And Dean says, whose authority? This goes, mine.
It's not how that works, Crowley.
So they kind of retcon a bit of the like Cass killing everyone. So they basically say that Alpha Vampire escaped before Cass managed to kill him. And when asked how he knows this, he says, keep your friends close, your enemies, blah, blah, blah. Like, he keeps tabs. He moves around quite a bit. But I know where to start the Easter egg hunt. Happy trails. He disappears. The table just sets on fire. And as the flames disappear, you can see that he's like burned words into the table. So dramatic.
It is.
And Dean even says, like, a piece of paper could have worked. So, yeah, they're on their way. They're going to Hoople. Hoople is such a good name for somewhere. Hoople? Hoople?
Hoople? I don't know.
So they're driving. They're in a gas and sip. And, like, I feel like they've really established gas and sip as, like, a brand in Supernatural by now.
They did, yeah.
Same as Biggerson's. And they're talking about Bobby having left the flask in the car so they could talk about him.
Mm-hmm.
Sam's concerned that, you know, because he's feeling stronger, that means he's closer to becoming a vengeful spirit. And they need to start talking about what they're going to do when that happens.
Yeah.
And Dean's just like, what? Well, you know, do with him? Like, he can't imagine, you know, exorcising him, whatever they call it. Banishing.
Yeah. Banishing. Exercising.
Yeah. And Dean's like, you know, 3 weeks ago you were talking about how this could work, and now you want to go Kevorkian on his ass. I don't even know what that means.
I don't either.
And Sam's like, well, you know, you don't really hear of friendly ghosts. It's all poltergeists, you know. And he's talking about the fact that, like, he could kill people, possess people, he could burn the building down, like, he could really go off the rails. And they kind of get sidetracked from this conversation by Dean noticing a guy just, like, stood at the mustard dispenser and just get running over his hot dog, like, multiple times.
That was too much mustard. It was so disgusting.
Yeah.
Just to look at.
It was so grim. There was, like, another woman, like, staring into the refrigerator. My favourite one was the guy just drinking out of the slushies who, like, dispenses it.
I know. Giant slushy, just like, yeah, it's bad.
And they're like, oh yeah, it's like the turducken people. And he picks up like a random can. He's like, it's the corn syrup. It's already happening. And Dean just freaks out. He's like, I'm gonna go into toxic shock. Like, I need my road food.
It's his comfort food. Yeah. So yeah, I completely understand that.
I get it. He holds up a pie. This is the best bit. He's like,
Hey, this one says natural. That means it's safe, right?
I hate to break it to you, but corn syrup is natural, technically.
Dean's like, what the hell are we supposed to eat? And Sam just holds up a basket with bottles of water and some bananas in. Right?
The thing is, you can still have pie. You literally just have to make it from scratch.
Yeah.
Probably.
I feel like Dean knows how to make pie.
Oh, have they ever had we never see them cook, not until the bunker.
Yeah, maybe he taught himself to make pie then. That's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see it. So they drive to they found this place so easily. Like, so easily.
They find all of the places so easily in this. It's so, yeah.
Yeah. They're scoping it out, and Dean's looking through binoculars, and it just says, it's totally dark, I can't even see. Like, why are you even looking through binoculars then? Why are you bothering?
Yeah. Get some, I don't know, night vision goggles or something.
Like something. Night vision goggles would be a very good idea, actually. Why don't they have them? I feel like they're pretty easy to obtain.
You know, even the Ghost Spacer had them.
Yeah, they were smart. Smarter than them.
Yeah.
So Bobby's like, we're not waiting. Like, I'll go scout out, see if we need to bring in the big guns. And Sam's like, oh, I don't know. But Bobby's already gone.
Yeah.
He eventually reappears and says, you know, place is clear, but there's something you're going to want to see. So they go in. Dean and Sam are carrying their machetes, and there are 3 dead vampires on the table. You know this because Dean checks them out, and one of them, you can see pointy teeth, and they have all like burns around their mouth, like they've eaten something way too hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's pretty grim.
Mm-hmm.
It is pretty grim. And clearly they're confused because they've never known a way to kill vampires outside of just chopping their heads off.
Yeah.
And Sam's like, something didn't agree with them. And then spots a false wall. Literally just goes, hey.
Yeah. Like sometimes you can tell like if the dimensions of the outside of the house don't match the inside of the house. It's a bit weird. Like if you walk in somewhere and the room's not as big as you're expecting it to be, that could be a false wall.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that's how I found it because there is no other explanation.
But when you look at it, it doesn't look that off. Like they didn't even make it, because, you know, if something is like misaligned slightly, then that would also make sense. But like it seemed pretty well done.
He rolled a like nat 20 on his perception check when he walked into the house. Like that's the only other explanation.
Yeah. And Sam and Dean go look for some sort of lever. And Bobby's like, I don't need one, and just goes straight through. And he sees like this young woman who's in like this pink nightgown and holding a teddy bear, and there's like teddy bears everywhere and a giant painting of a teddy bear. This room's all pink. It's really weird.
Yeah.
And like, why? No. That's because he, like I said, he did this before in that other episode where the woman was a virgin.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the episode was, and it was weird then, it's weird now.
Like the infantilism of people who have not had sex, you know, like as adults. Yes. It's very strange.
Right. Like you're still going to grow into an adult without having a sexual experience.
Yeah.
Like it's
and not everybody wants or needs to, you know, like, and you are still an adult. You don't deserve to be treated like a child.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
It's very, very strange. And like, I know her circumstance is different because she's abducted. We'll get to that in a second. But so basically they get into the room, they start talking to the woman, and she goes on to say that she was abducted when she was a child and like has been traveling with them ever since. They try and get out more information from her, and there are 4 vampires in total, and the one who didn't eat something from didn't drink from a person is out hunting animals now. They're asking if she was abducted as a child, used as a feeding bag for her so her blood's pure and all this kind of nonsense. Is disgusting. I don't really want to get into it too much. Sam connects the dots because Dean's like, never heard of vamps being allergic to humans before, and Sam says, you think it might be the corn syrup? The gas and sip, you know, they were all stoners, right for the picking, because she mentioned that the vampires just pulled people off the street without any fight. Because they're just out of it so much. They just step away and then step back in. They ask if she knows where the alpha is now.
Yes.
And she says, I don't know, but he goes to like a retreat that he goes to. Sam pulls out his phone and she's like, what's that? That should have been a red flag. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, everybody has a phone. She would have seen a phone. Like, they didn't put a bag over her head. Like, come on. And Dean just says, that's Sam's douche tracker. Helps us find the alpha. All we need is an address. And she says, I don't know, but I remember things that can maybe help. And Sam's like, okay, just do your best.
Yeah. So, yeah, she was always left there as bait then. Like, you know?
Yes.
I don't think she was found there by accident by them. I think she was always left as bait.
Yes.
I think.
I agree. Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason for her to act like she doesn't know what a phone is.
Yeah.
She doesn't know this is part of the plan.
Interesting.
So the vampire that was out hunting, his blood still around his mouth, so we know he's a vampire.
Yeah.
He walks around the corner. This actually made me jump.
Yeah.
He gets like grabbed by Edgar.
Uh-huh.
And he's asking where the alpha is, and the vampire attacks him instead of answering.
Yeah.
And basically Edgar takes him over and knows where they're gonna go.
Yep.
Is Missoula, Montana?
Places.
Sure.
In America.
Another small little town.
Yeah.
And then Edgar eats the vampire.
Oh yeah, good.
Or kills him.
Oh no, he doesn't eat him. I thought this was interesting actually. Yeah. So I guess Leviathan don't eat other monsters. I just feel like they wouldn't care. I feel like they're indiscriminate eaters.
I think so too, because they can eat each other. So
yeah,
it's clearly not like human is like a delicacy.
Yeah, maybe he's just full of human.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So they're now, Sam and Dean are now at a supermarket, and I love when people go shopping in shows, because the way that they like pack a bag is so ridiculous. Like you see these, I think it is radishes maybe, or some sort of root vegetable, and it's just like upside down so you can see what it is.
Oh yeah,
it's like you wouldn't pack a bag like that. Because it would just fall out.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's so funny. And Dean's like complaining. He says,
"Man, I can't live on rabbit food. I'm a warrior."
Dean, you'll be fine.
You don't know that.
It's like, yeah, Sam eats this food all the time. Like,
also, like,
he's fine.
They can just eat meat, right? Meat doesn't have. I mean, I'm about to be proved wrong here by people on the internet. Meat doesn't have high fructose corn syrup, does it?
No, but what they're gonna like. How they're not going to like grill a steak. They're going to have it like pre-cooked, more likely.
Yeah.
So whatever it's cooked in.
Oh yeah, like the oil maybe. Get a rotisserie chicken. Do they not exist in America? Can you not just go buy a rotisserie chicken? I feel like that'd be fine.
Probably.
Maybe because it's like in the meat because of the turducken situation already.
Oh, true. Yeah. Whatever the chickens have been fed.
Yeah. Yeah. Or something.
It all goes through that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's all, organic stuff. Dean's like, you don't know that. It's like, what's the other option, Dean? Be eating rabbit food or become a stoner?
Yeah. Like, bring your cholesterol down, man. Like, I always thought that was what would get him in the end.
So they've made a mental list of what they need to do. So I guess grocery shopping was top of the list. Okay. And then the next thing is, if they're going to rush the alpha, then they need sort of dead man's blood, which means they need to go to a morgue. And they look at this man who's sat on a bench, just completely zoned out.
Yeah.
He's like, Dean says, forget the morgue, we're swimming in vamp poison. And so they see the guy, they walk over to the guy, and Sam starts to explain why they need their blood, and the man just does not understand anything. He's like, you're not getting a word I'm saying, are you? And Dean snaps his fingers in front of the guy's face. He's like, hold out your arm, we need your blood. It's like, dude. Dean's callousness for all of this is just so wild.
I mean, to be fair, they're not they are hurting him a little, but they're not doing anything that's
that's true.
Maybe my morals are off.
if you think about it, I mean, you should always. It's consent violation. That's
you're right. Yes, it is. Yeah.
But in terms of how much blood they're taking from this man, it's really not that much. 2 syringes, maybe.
I do have to ask, why would you take blood from the back of someone's hand?
So in this situation, it's probably because it's the most easiest, because he's got a whole jacket on and everything.
True.
It would look weird if you try and pull out someone's arm in that kind of way.
Yeah.
Right. it would look more like you're trying to give this guy drugs.
Yeah, that's very true. It just felt really like off.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like, yeah. I mean, even the way the guy held out his arm though was very much like hand down. So it's just like, that's, yeah, I don't know. Christine says, "All right, Sam," hands him the syringe, which I love that he's just carrying that around in his pocket. And I mean, okay, tap the keg. How unhygienic. I know we've talked about this before in Supernatural. It's always like, it's super gross, but like they don't wipe his hand.
Nope.
Sam has the cap in his mouth, so that means he's taking it off with his mouth.
Yeah.
And then he just sticks a random dude in a non-sterile environment.
Yeah. The most egregious to me was that Sam recapped the needle. Like the time when you're most likely to stick yourself with that needle, he absolutely shouldn't know. No.
Nope. No. And you don't know this guy?
Yeah.
You don't know what is in his blood? No. Sam, stop it.
Pure corn syrup all the way down.
Yes.
Well,
yeah.
No, I like maybe though, he could be really healthy, because isn't that the whole point of the Leviathans? They're making them stupid but healthy. So maybe it's like eliminating diseases from them too.
True.
Mm.
True. I absolutely love the way that they set all of this up, because Dean's on one side with his arm just like around the dude on the back of a bench, but he's just like casually there.
Yeah.
Oh, I also noticed he's in a brown leather jacket, but it's not the same.
It's like a reddish brown leather jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, is this? I thought they lost the jacket later on. Like,
no, the jacket is lost. The jacket is long gone. Like,
oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, the one he used to wear is long gone. But they did replace it with this brown leather jacket, which I kind of don't like. But he wears this throughout the seasons now, the same jacket.
Okay. All right. I thought so.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so Sam then takes the guy's hand and like just puts it on his lap, or like on his leg. And the way the guy like looks up at him, like, all right, this I feel like this should be disturbing, but it's not.
Yeah.
And so Sam sticks him in the hand, and he goes, "Ow, that hurts." And he goes, "This is for Hurricane Katrina, you said." He's like, yes, I did. So they look over to Emily. We find her out her name like in this moment. Like, we didn't know her name before. I didn't trust her throughout this whole episode because she looks so much like Eve, which makes it even weirder that this vampire picked her because she looks like Eve. I'm like, that's some Freudian stuff going on.
Oh, there's so much Freudian stuff going on here. Like, I don't even know.
So when they get to the place, Bobby has to stay behind. He's not going to like it, but that has to happen.
Yeah,
because the more action he sees, the more likely he's going to lose control. We then suddenly hear like a siren go off, and like, "Why Can't We Be Friends" start playing, and they both freak out for a second, but the police officer is like revving the siren in time with the music.
I really enjoyed this because I always ask for that background stuff, and this is showing like the possible consequences of everyone just zoning out, because it's like the police, it's like everybody, you know? Yeah.
Can you imagine going to the doctors at this?
Oh, wild.
And the doctor is just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
you might have some bacteria, but it's fine.
Yeah. Like,
God,
I feel,
that'd be awful.
Yeah, it'd be a really good time to be vegan, you know?
True. But I mean, you can get vegan processed food.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Yeah.
It's literally just having a garden, growing your own stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Amish would be fine.
They would be fine.
Yep. Be fine. Yeah.
They would absolutely be fine. So then it's now nighttime, and so because they've gotten the poisonous blood from the dude. And they're talking with Emily to find out where the Alpha's retreat is. Yeah. And they just get really vague descriptions until they get to, like, there were bells that were playing before sunrise.
Yes.
And they figured it's next to a monastery.
It's so, like, plucked out of thin air.
Yeah.
How, like, I don't know. How common are monasteries? Like, you know? Why would you think that instead of a church that just has early bells?
I have no idea.
Why not a nunnery also? Why a monastery? Like, there's just so many, like, why? Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
God's favourite children just plucking things out of wherever.
Exactly. Because, like, they were really not suspicious of Emily throughout this whole entire thing. Because, like I said, her head's not covered because she's talking about how they weren't on highways.
Yeah.
They're on back roads. And they figured the math out for, anyway, I was like, sure, this is just plot, like...
It was a really poor attempt at explaining how they figured it out. And like at the time I was like, it's clutching at straws here, guys.
This is padding for time unnecessarily.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have done more with either like Crowley or the alpha vampire, just something rather than this, and just she could just be like, oh yeah, this is where they are. Yeah. Like I know they're trying to establish some sort of connection with her, but like in the end it really doesn't, like the betrayal is not that big of a deal.
No, and it was also pretty obvious.
Yeah, exactly. I do love this line from Dean that says, okay, so the alpha's camping next to a monkey house, and you're like, laugh at my joke. Yep. And Sam's like, whatever. And they somehow managed to get to the right town. Yep. Like, how is Emily supposed to know that there's only a monastery and like one in this whole area?
I
Like,
don't know.
Anyway, so they find the place, and she confirms that this is where she was taken before. Yeah, they're gonna drop her off at a motel and then come back. So they're watching TV. They're watching like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, I think. Yes. Like Emily's watching that, and Dean's like, all right, here we go, and like hands over the syringe and says,
Since he sees a vamp tonight.
I love that.
Vamp tonight is great. I do love Vamp tonight. Again, they never use it again. You think they would have tapped a few more people to like...
This is true.
Keep it on ice.
Yep. So Dean puts the flask in the safe. Yes. And he's like, you got to hang in there for your own good, capiche? Once they get everything sorted, Sam gives her Jodie's phone number if they don't return by sunrise. Yeah. And they head on out. They try to open the door. Bobby slams it. He's like, it's just the wind. And then they leave. They're walking out, and like very pointedly there's a sort of a look at a housekeeper. Yes. I thought she was also going to be a vampire and like let out Emily. Yeah.
The whole other thing.
Yeah. It cuts back to Emily watching the TV with Bobby in the room with her, and she like crumples up the paper and like throws it away. Yep. And she pulls out her own phone and calls somebody. He says, "Hi, Daddy." And while this is happening, you hear the interview that was at the beginning of this episode start to play.
So it's syncing up the time of when this all happened.
Yeah. Well, so I don't think it was a live interview. I think they just recorded it for the segment later on in the day.
But true. I thought it would also make sense, like time wise, though. I feel because at the end of the interview, he then goes and tells Edgar to like, oh no, fine, no, it's all right. I'm making something out of it that is not. It's all good. It's all good.
So Bobby's like, you little schemer. He's like, no, she says, no, I'm close by, sending you a present. So she's sending the Winchesters. Yeah. And she like just leaves the room. He starts to follow her, but then like notices Dick on the TV. Yeah. Take that out of context. And he's like, you son of a bitch. And you can start to see that he's like getting really angry.
Yeah. They do make the best Dick joke during this interview. They do. Because she says like, you know, we'll go behind the scenes and answer questions everyone's been asking for months. What makes Dick so hard to be?
No, stay that. Nope.
Keep that inside. That's an inside voice.
We all made that joke. I'm not going to say it. So Sam and Dean arrive to the monastery. Yeah. They assume that they're all going to be asleep. And Dean wants to storm the gates, and Sam's like, but we could not. we could go with a different plan.
Yep.
You know, last time it took a whole bunch of hunters to take down Alpha, and like most of them didn't make it out. So then they're like, okay, well, we'll just walk through. They're still going to walk in the front door, though.
I did not. Right. I don't understand how Sam's plan was any different. I don't understand what was different about it.
They're not going in swinging. Like, literally, they're just going to, like, walk into the... But they're still going to walk into the building. Like, they're not going to knock on the... Yeah.
Like...
I don't know.
Because he's like, oh, what? Let's not just charge in through the front door. And they're like, okay. And so instead they just walk quietly through the front door. Like, what was the difference in the plan, Sam? I don't understand.
I mean, the door's unlocked, so maybe they were like, oh, since the door's unlocked, we'll just walk in. I don't know.
I don't know. Like, it would make sense to sort of stealth around, I guess, and, like, pick off vampires as you come across them. I don't know. But then I think the Alpha's connected to all the vampires anyway, so surely from the time they killed the first one, he would know they were there.
Yeah.
So maybe they were trying to sneak to the Alpha who was still asleep. I don't know.
Maybe.
Also, like, was this daytime? I felt like it wasn't daytime.
It was nighttime.
It was definitely nighttime.
It was daytime. It was daytime because. But what's crazy about it though is when they get taken out, like they get grabbed, and when they go into where the Alpha is, you can see the streams of sunlight coming in, and it's like touching them.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure vampires in Supernatural get killed by sunlight as well.
No.
No?
No. Hang on, let me Google this. Please hold.
Do some internet, like, AOL connecting sounds.
Here we go. Because someone asked, during season 8, there are a few scenes with Bobby in the daytime. Why didn't sunlight affect him? And someone put, haha, this is a good question. Wait. In the vampire episode, in the first season, John explains that sunlight doesn't kill them or hurt them. Like, they just don't prefer it because it's like a really bad sunburn. So
that's right. They get weakened. Yeah.
Thanks, Phil McCracken, too, from Reddit.
Thank you. That's a deep cut that I would never have remembered.
I knew it wasn't because I remember the scene of Benny and Dean stood on the dock, and that's definitely in the daytime. And he was definitely a vampire. So I knew it wasn't that. They just prefer to come out at night for like hunting and the sunburn reasons.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's fine then.
Mm-hmm.
So then we cut back to the motel and Bobby's at the safe, like entering different birthdays.
Yeah.
And he's getting more and more frustrated.
He's gotten really strong. Remember how long it took him to like touch something before? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it doesn't help that Dick Roman's talking in the background and he's not turning it off. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, you know when you're already angry and just like things aren't working? So it just gets you more and more frustrated. Mm-hmm. This is definitely happening to Bobby.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he can't get the combination right. He's like, son of a bitch. Yeah. And like everything just like crashes and the fire roars and all this kind of stuff. And then that maid from earlier, it's like, is at the door.
Yeah.
And he's like, my birthday. And then the maid comes in. Bobby is now appearing to anybody.
Yes.
Not just Sam and Dean. And he's like, I need your help. I need to get out of here. And as the maid runs away, Bobby like grabs her and possesses her. So what they were of fear of is ghost possession, and that's exactly what he's done. He's taken her over. It's not good. He then goes back out, like Bobby as the maid goes back over to the safe, and you see his reflection in the window. Yeah, in the mirror. Sorry, he puts in his birthday, and he manages to get. He's still possessing her, and they leave.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, not good. Not good at all. So we go back to the monastery, And we see the alpha vampire. He doesn't have a name. I kind of wish he had a name rather than just like alpha vampire.
I always just think of him as Rick Worthy.
I know, that's what I keep calling him. And
Alpha vampire
that's not
Rick.
his name. Yeah. But like Rick Worthy would never do this to children, so like it feels wrong.
Yeah, I know.
But he has like really long fingernails. We saw this before in his other episode, but I feel like they made his fingernails even longer in this one. Like
I feel it.
to the point where it like looks really gross.
He needs to get those like taken off, soaked off and like use that put on.
Absolutely. So he, like the vampires bring them in and like put them on blast basically.
Yeah.
He's like, the Winchesters, I'm intrigued. And then Emily enters the room. Dean says, for a girl raised in the basement, you're a hell of an actress. She's like, you were going to hurt my daddy. Oh, I really hate that. I don't know. Women referring to older men or whatever as daddy.
Yeah.
Or even their own dads as daddy. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
It's your dad.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just makes me uncomfortable. It's almost as bad as like father. Just call him dad. Dean's like, well, we weren't really going to come in and hurt you. Sam has a better idea. And the alpha's like, okay, you want to talk now that we've taken everything away from you? Like,
oh, wait.
Like, well, we figured.
This was Sam's plan to negotiate, not to try and kill him. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
I was too stupid to understand.
Oh no, okay. It's such a one-liner though.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of like you would always assume. For me, I'd always assume that they were always just going to talk to him to get his blood rather than just like forcefully take it. Because like how are you? This is the thing that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Right. Were they going to try and chop his head off and like then take his blood?
I don't even know. I think that was Dean's plan, and Sam was like, "Let's talk to him." But I'm surprised they ever even considered, "Let's go to Brennan,"
Never. Right. And they only had like 2 syringes between them. Anyway.
Figured you might hold a grudge.
And why would I? Because you captured me, tortured me, sold me to the king of hell?
And he's like, that was more our grandpa. Like the vampire behind him like slams his head into a table.
Yeah.
Like, oh God. And for once, like it actually hurt him because he's got like blood in his mouth.
Yes, he did. Yeah. He could have. Yeah.
So Sam's like, no, you need us. He's like, oh yes, I am thirsty. It's like, and he's panicking. He's like, the plague, we know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know about the Leviathan? And Sam explains that they're poisoning the food supply.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's revealed that the Alpha's already been in contact with Dick Roman and says, like, no, look, we're on good terms. Like, he and I have already decided that we're going to work together and, like, share the herd, essentially. Yeah. You really think they're going to try and fix this problem? Mm-hmm. You don't, like, you think they're really on your side, essentially.
Yes.
And the Alpha vampire laughs and says, so you want to prevent the extermination of the vampire race? And Dean just says, no, but it beats going down with you.
Well,
it's
yeah.
like, whoo. Yep. Oh, the doorbell rings. Mm-hmm. And he calls over Alan.
Yeah.
Which is a young boy. None of this is necessary. Like, I don't understand why. I mean, it's to show that he's a creep, right?
Yeah.
But, yeah, all of this was completely unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes and sends him to go open the door, which I'm like, you don't know who's at the door, but you're going to go send a child to go answer the door?
Yeah, exactly. It's all wrong all the way down.
Yeah. And Edgar showed up.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, wow, what a funny coincidence, and starts bossing them around. So, all right, we need soap or cleanser, anything with borax in it, and we need knives. The Alpha just like sends him away. It's like, just put him in the study. And they're like, no, wait. And essentially, the reason why he survived so long is because he's patient and he just has answers.
Yes.
Like, he waits for answers rather than like jumping to conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
And they're yelling at him saying like, look, you're making a big mistake, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, it never hurts to get the Alpha vampires. It never hurts to get the story first. They get put into a study and into the study.
Yes.
And the vampire closes the door. It then cuts to back where the Alpha vampire was with them before, like a dining room kind of thing. And now he's brought out like a bottle of champagne, I guess. Like either of these immortal beings
Drinks.
drink
Yeah, exactly.
champagne. So the vampire tries to be like cordial and it's like, oh, I would have whipped you up a meal. Come sit. Tell me why. I'm dying to know why you're here. And he's like, Edgar says, I think you know. He responds by saying, and how is that? And he says, I can smell Sam and Dean Winchester.
Oh,
they got a stank.
yeah. But I do think that Dick sent Edgar to kill the alpha vampire at this point because he'd already read what Kevin was laying down,
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, and they know that that's the only alpha that's left.
Yeah, exactly. So if they take him out, then yeah.
Which that surely that means eventually. Maybe this is why we don't see any other type of monsters as we go on, and it has to be like angels and demons because there's no other alphas to really create all of the rest of them.
Yeah, they do like reproduce though. Yeah, because like
true.
So I think, but yeah, there's very very low numbers of monsters. I think compared to ghosts, for example.
Right.
And I think most of them try and stay out of the try and stay in the shadows kind of thing. Yeah. Especially because I think Sam and Dean killed off a lot of them too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a good point though that maybe without I wonder if it without the alphas, eventually maybe reproducing with humans, whether they would not be monsters anymore,
Right, it just the species runs out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Over time.
Well, who knows? I mean, the fact that Jack left monsters is a big why?
Right. Yeah. But like a werewolf, it's the bite that does it, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true as well. And same with vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. We will never know the answer.
We will never know. This is true. Because alphas don't really make a big difference.
Not really. They just control the other monsters, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And only in season 6. After that, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh, there's that one backdoor pilot that we'll watch eventually.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
There might be other alphas, to be fair. They're not all gone. It's just the ones that Sam and Dean knew about. Shortly.
True. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, looking forward to watching that episode. The Chicago,
oh god, I don't even know how we're gonna get through that one because Sam and Dean for 2 seconds, and the rest of it is just anyway.
Yep.
The show that never was.
Mm-hmm. Probably good for you then. So Dean's trying to get out of this study. They've locked the door, and it's proving difficult for him. So Sam's asking why Edgar is here. Did they figure out that they need to get alpha blood for the weapon? And Dean says, any way you slice it, you got Pac-Man and True Blood in the same room, and that's bad news. He's not stupid. Yeah. I thought that too fair. True Blood, what's that? I do like True Blood. I need to rewatch that series.
No.
Dean's asking, why do you think he locked us in here? And Sam saying to him, we're his enemy. They're like monster cousins or something. Who would you give the benefit of the doubt to? He's like, you know what? Maybe the sucrose is poisoning the vampires by accident. Maybe they'll fix it. And Dean's kind of well, no, I think the oldest monster on Earth thinking he can hold his own because he always has. And Sam's like, yeah, Edgar's going to eat him alive. So, yeah. They've got it figured out. Dean holds up a needle on one of the blood bags that is in this office, and he's like, could you pick a lock with this? And Sam takes it. He says to Dean, we gave up all our vamp tonight. And Dean's like, did we? And he just takes another syringe out of his boot. I love plot
the way
armor.
that it bulges out by his ankle too. They would have felt that anyway. It's okay. You don't think they? Well, so that's a good thing about the vamp tonight, right? It's it's literally a silent killer because they can't tell
whether it's dead man's
because it just smells like blood.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So back at the dining room, the alpha vampire is offering up Sam and Dean, and That him, he says, you do know why they're here. You know, they exist and you're exterminating us. And I thought, well, that's impossible. Must be a mistake. And Edgar's like, yeah, of course. So yeah, the alpha vampire's onto the Leviathans. I think he probably was anyway without Sam and Dean's yeah, confirmation. Sam and Dean go down the stairs. They use their one syringe of Vamptonite immediately.
Yep.
We watch him like burn from the inside. And
Wow. Vamptonite. Freaking Vamptonite.
there's got to be a kitchen somewhere. Back at the dining room with the alpha vampire and Edgar, he's explaining about, you know, the side effects it's having on vampires, and Edgar's like convincing him it's just a kink, you know, we'll figure it out. But you know, the alpha says, you know, Dick said he'd be in touch, but my children are in a panic. You don't call, you don't write, you don't send cookies. Where exactly on the list is fixing our plague? And Edgar says, my dear friend, nowhere. We want you to burn like the little roaches you are. And I was like, oh, he's so arrogant.
Yes. I mean, he's older than vampires. Like, he's older than all monsters. So, of course, everything is beneath.
Exactly. Yeah. And the alpha's like, you know, if Roman said if I kept quiet, I'd get my reward. Edgar says, now you get to lay down and die. Nothing personal. Our additive kills the wolves too, the shifters, and those disgusting little things that eat corpses.
Mankind's a limited resource, after all. There are 7 billion of them. Only 7.
How many people do Leviathan need to eat? Like,
lots, apparently.
I guess so. 7 billion is not enough. Okay.
And like, actually, you're right about like there being less monsters now, because surely this would have taken out quite a lot of the monsters, this whole situation. Right. Yeah, and it's not really mentioned, you know, that this happened.
I mean, I guess what would happen, right, is like with any sort of power vacuum, whoever's left would go out and create a whole bunch more to repopulate their numbers. So. Yeah.
And like, not all the humans are going to be affected yet as well, because it's quite early days.
True.
Yeah.
And also, not all monsters eat humans.
Yeah, he did say that. It was like, no, he was like anything with a taste for human, but I don't think all of them eat humans.
I feel like most of them do.
So I think you're probably right, actually. Can't think of any that don't.
The only ones that don't really are those not shifters, but the what are they called? The dog episode that like never is mentioned again.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, but then shifters don't really eat people either, do they? They just turn into them.
Yeah,
shifters don't eat people.
I honestly can't remember.
It's fine. Like, I'm doing this for too long.
Yep.
So they have like a little like tussle. The alpha like falls against the table and Emily like freaks out. And he says, we come from you. And Edgar says, barely. And Alpha says, I am the son of Eve. And Edgar says, a pathetic mutt, hardly one of us. I knew Eve. And honestly, your mummy was a whore. And I was like, whoa, oh, getting personal.
Yeah.
So the alpha like fully goes for him. And as he pushes him over, like there's like a bucket. And he like throws the contents over him and he like sizzles, but like punches the alpha bag. And he says to him, don't squirm, I need every last drop. So yeah, they did know about his blood and that they wanted it.
So Kevin didn't lie on the
the
thingy translation.
For sure. There's like this whole bit where like Dean comes up behind and like scuffles him. And then Sam manages to like, originally I thought it was the alpha until I saw Sam's face, but yeah, Sam manages to like behead Edgar, which I think was quite good. And
honestly, I'm surprised they don't have more animosity for Edgar, because he is the one that burned down Bobby's house at the beginning of the season.
I think that's where Sam was like, got the final blow on that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like full of adrenaline, because they're like, we're going to juice this freak like to the alpha. And Emily's like, no. But he sends them both Dean flying over the table. He just goes, leave her alone. She's been through enough. Sam calls him out the fact that he abducted her. And the alpha doesn't even she's like, is this the fight you want? You know?
Right.
Which I feel like, yes, that is kind of the fact they should be. This is like quite an interesting bit because they kind of do leave their morals behind here to like get his blood, because they should have really taken Emily as well.
Yeah. But she wouldn't go with them, right? She would just go back to him because she is being manipulated and groomed, essentially.
And also like giving up trying to kill him as well. They're kind of like, because
there's nothing else. Oh, I guess they're limited on time for how long Edgar is going to be out, so they are somewhat limited on time.
And it's a good situation, isn't it? Like, yeah. So the alpha vampire cuts his wrist and like puts it into a glass. This is kind of gross. And gives it to Sam, and Sam is so hesitant taking it. He's like, and says to them, like, this is for taking care of Edgar, and now go. Sam immediately negotiates to take that boy with them. And he's like, you're joking. Dean says, do you look like we're joking? Like, how many other kids have you got here? And he agrees that it's just him and Emily. So he, again, like, lets them go with this boy, who we never see again, by the way. They just goes to get his coat. We don't see him again, but we assume everything was okay. So they take the glass, and the alpha like taunts them one last time, like,
What? No, thank you. Oh, right. Your flesh is crawling. All you really want to do is kill me now. You hate having to wait and come back and try again.
Dean says, pretty much. And then to Edgar's body, like, I wouldn't leave that head too close to the body for too long. And the alpha vampire says, see you next season.
Yeah.
Which I liked. I enjoyed that. I think it was stupid, but I liked it.
I was like, so he'd made a reference to meeting with Dick in the fall of the previous year, so I understand like he talks that way, like, but like I kind of wish that he was more like, you know how the classes, they go for a summer season in the Hamptons and the winter season. Like I kind of wish he was more like talked in that kind of way.
I think that's how they wanted it
would land.
Sorry, I didn't interrupt you. I think that's how they wanted it to be, but like they also would be like, there is gonna, I know. It didn't,
But is he even in next season? I don't remember.
I don't think so. I don't actually think so. So back at the motel, Dean and Sam are like talking about like, let's never do that again. The cops thought we took that kid. And Sam's like, oh, as long as he gets back, like, I don't care. And Dean says, we had to jump out of a freaking window, man. Like, I wish I could have seen that whole bit. I do like it when they reference things off screen, but wasn't like, that would have been funny.
I don't know, that feels kind of weird. Like, what do you mean you're never going to do that? You're not going to save a child? Of course, Dean, you're going to save another child.
Yeah, exactly. I guess, like, drop him at the cops in the way that they did, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
They notice that the room is ajar, like, the door to their room is ajar, so they, like, pull out their guns. Well, I mean, they kind of should have been expecting it because Emily let go, whatever.
Sure.
They notice the cracked mirror, and they're like, Bobby. And Sam's gone over to the safe, and the ball is gone.
Dun, dun, dun. So they've tried to trace EMF, but it's fading, so Bobby's probably gone. It's been gone for a while, and he managed to get the flask. So they have no idea how they're going to track him.
Yeah.
This is why this is the reason why probably in the next episode they're not going to be trying to find Bobby.
Yeah.
Like, they're just like, well, we've given up.
He's gone. Yeah. Gone forever.
Gone.
Goodbye.
Yeah, exactly. Dean's like, how can he do this? It's like,
we were kind
he's
of
angry.
It. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, we're halfway there. We've got, we're halfway with the freaking weapon. We're almost there. And Sam's like, it's not him. He's not thinking. So, like, they're just going to continue trying to find the next pieces of the weapon.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what he means by, like, they've got him, Frank, and Cass, and if his marbles is in the back. But, like, they don't know where Frank is. They don't know where Bobby is. And they don't know where Cass is. Like, is he talking about, like, all the people that they know are in the wind?
Yeah, basically, like,
okay.
What he's saying is, like, Sam is saying, well, we have to continue. That's what they'd want. And Dean's like, yeah, him and Frank and Cass, that's what they'd all want. Like, and we're not looking for any of them. He's kind of complaining about the fact they're not looking for any of them. Yeah.
He then goes on to say, it's a good thing we got Crowley in our corner, right? Seeing how it all comes down to him. What could possibly go wrong? Never say that. That is a jinx on your soul.
Yeah.
On your plot line. Because it cuts to Supercorp office and Dick has the summoning of a demon and Crowley appears and they do this really cool thing where the light above his head turns red and it's a devil's trap.
Yeah, I love
That
it.
was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And Crowley's like, hello, and like looks around and says, Dick. And Dick Rimmer says, Mr. Crowley, which, lovely. We have so much to talk about. Take a seat.
Oh.
And then the episode ends.
Oh.
Like, I thought he might do a bit of a callback to how they first met. And I don't think this is how... Maybe this is how Crowley introduced himself. But he also had muffins with, like, people in it.
Yeah. I can't remember how the next episode goes, but I feel like they go and save Crowley. I think that's the whole thing. But I don't know. I can't remember. I'm probably wrong.
Yeah. I mean... They have to go to Dick, right? So they're going to go wherever he is, which means that's where Crowley's going to be, which is where Bobby's going to be, which is, like, yeah, it makes sense. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That was this episode, I guess.
Plot heavy.
Very, very plot heavy.
Creepy for no reason.
Yeah. I don't know. It was fine. Like, as you said, it's an episode that got us where we need to be.
Yeah. I feel like penultimate episodes are usually like that as well, you know?
I agree.
They just kind of have to be. Yeah. Next week is the season finale. I'm hyped because we're one episode closer to season 8.
Yep, and it is Survival of the Fittest. That is the episode name. And everybody's in that episode.
I was about to say that. Everybody's in it. Everybody's in it.
Everybody. Yeah. So yeah, next episode is Survival of the Fittest with everybody, season finale. We then get to go into, well, you know, the drill by now. We'll do a season recap.
Yeah.
Bloopers. And then we'll get into the good stuff.
Good stuff, season 8. Yeah. I'm so excited, man. Yeah.
It's going to be good. It is going to be very good. I'm also very excited. And it will live up to its hype. It's not going to be like season 6.
No.
Where we were
This one will. It's Mark Sheppard's favourite season. Remember.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We trust his taste.
in the King of Hell we trust.
Definitely. For sure. Always.
Always. I don't really have anything else. I spoke a lot today.
That's okay.
So I'm going to let you round out whatever this episode if you'd like, if you have anything else extra.
No, there isn't much. It was a very Dabby episode, Andrew Dabby episode. There were a few funny jokes. I think this probably had the most dick jokes out of all the episodes, I think.
I still prefer Ben Edlund's dick jokes. I will say that.
Yeah,
his ones were just a little bit more, I was going to say polished, which that was unintentional, but yes.
You got to polish your dick jokes before you let them out onto the world. Yeah. I think that's it. It's a plot episode getting us into the finale. It did feel a bit rushed. I know we were going to talk about it next episode, but I feel like it does feel a bit squashed in. The Leviathan plot in all of this season feels like almost like an afterthought at times. But it is what it is. And yeah, I think the next episode's really good. I remember enjoying it or watching it previously. So I'm looking forward to it.
So I feel like after season 4, the season finales all feel very similar. So like the end of season 5, well, actually no, season 6 onwards, because like season 6 was doing a spell to open Purgatory.
Yeah.
Season 7 doing a spell to do something else. I feel like season 8 is also doing a spell.
Yeah.
And then Forever on Time it's just doing a spell to release something.
Just let it happen. Just let it happen. It's okay. They ran out of ideas. It's all right.
They did. I mean, I guess what I was going to say technically season 5, but not really because that's like. Oh no, I guess it wasn't. It wasn't a spell. There was no incantations. It was just like the rings fused together and they threw it on the ground. I don't feel like that's a spell.
It was a type of spell. It was a type of spell. It was a type of spell.
I guess it's a ritual. Ritual. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's how it's gonna go for the rest of the
for the rest of time.
For the rest of time.
Also, we get to see the first bone knife of Supernatural.
We do.
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember what the bone knife is on this one, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I want to know. I want to be surprised.
I don't remember. You're good. I can't spoil it for you because I don't remember.
Because Bobby was saying it's the opposite of. They probably rob a grave, right?
I mean, the amount of times they're mean to Kevin, I'm surprised they didn't just like chop off one of his arms to use. You know?
Exactly. Is it someone's like leg bone, like a femur?
I really don't remember.
No, I don't remember either.
Yeah.
We'll see it. We'll get there.
Yeah.
We will get there. All right.
Okay.
Well, at the end of this episode, we'd like to thank the Pixel Agora for his amazing logo art. If you would like to get that on a t-shirt, you can at our Redbubble store. And if you want to come talk to us about the end of season 7 and how season 7 wasn't as bad as we thought it was. Let's be real. It's
okay.
The mistakes that they made in season 6, they kind of tried to correct it, and it's okay. You can on our socials. We are pretty much everywhere: Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, Bluesky, other places. Just search for Escaping Purgatory podcast, and you'll probably find us, or Escaping Podcast on Bluesky.
Yeah. So this week we kept on keeping on. We've got to where we need to be the next signpost in our journey, and hopefully next time we can find our way out. I mean, I think we're going there first.
That's true. Yep. We are. Yes, we are.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.